Popular legal expert John Deaton has shed more light on how the court have continued to call out the Securities and Exchange Commission for lying. However, does this mean that all what the SEC accused Ripple of were falsified? By the way, why has XRP been excluded from one of Ripple's products to institutions? Moreover, prominent crypto payments company Ripple has made a strategic move to stabilize the XRP market by relocking 800 million XRP in escrow shortly after releasing 1 billion coins. Finally, crypto educator Yassin, renowned for his insightful market analyses, has boldly asserted a prediction for XRP price, and I will be reviewing it with you guys. Stick with me till the end to find out more. If this sounds like something of much interest to you, be sure to check out this new video starting now. Hello everyone and welcome to our channel, where we talk about the latest updates on XRP and the cryptocurrency world in general. If this is your first time watching one of our videos, we happily send you a special welcome. We invite you to hit on the notification bell so you never miss another video. We are announcing that this channel has a giveaway of 200 XRP. To stand the chance of participating, all you have to do is simply subscribe to the channel, like this video and comment with the hashtag XRP, and the winner will be announced on the 15th of December. XRP holders attorney John Deaton has taken to the X platform to react to a federal judge threatening to sanction the SEC's lawyers involved in the case against crypto project Deadbox. On November 30th, Judge Robert Shelby warned SEC lawyers in the Deadbox lawsuit that he may sanction them for convincing a court to freeze the company's assets under false and misleading pretenses. In an attempt to secure a temporary restraining order, the SEC claimed that Deadbox was closing its accounts and moving its funds out of the United States. However, the SEC refused to mention that Deadbox's accounts were being closed by banks. The regulator also failed to note that the funds were moved to a credit union and not out of the United States. Following the SEC's claim, a federal court froze the company's bank accounts in August. With Deadbox proving that the SEC lied to obtain the temporary restraining order, the judge dissolved the order. Commenting on the development, Judge Shelby pointed out that the SEC's misrepresentation caused Deadbox irreparable harm and undermined the integrity of the case's proceedings. Hence, the court threatened to sanction the SEC's lawyers in the case. Reacting, Attorney Deaton said the SEC has been called out for lying by every court that has dealt with it in the past 3 years. Per Deaton, anyone surprised that a federal judge threatened to sanction the SEC for lying has not been attentive in the past 3 years. The lawyer representing thousands of XRP holders in the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit said the agency's lawyers do not hesitate to mislead courts. Notably, Attorney Deaton drew attention to the subpoena Financial Service Committee Chair Representative Patrick McHenry threatened to issue to SEC Chair Gary Gensler for ignoring congressional requests. I realize the subpoena has never been issued to the SEC. I realize you respect tradition and congressional norms. But what more must happen before serving a subpoena? He quizzed. Notably, Attorney Deaton made this known while reacting to a recent tweet by Ripple Chief Legal Officer Stuart Alderety. In a tweet on Friday, Alderety highlighted 4 scenarios where federal judges rebuked the SEC over its conduct in lawsuits against crypto firms. Per Alderety, the judge in the Ripple case found that the SEC demonstrated hypocrisy by making inconsistent arguments. The Ripple CLO also noted that the judge overseeing Coinbase's case against the SEC affirmed that the agency defaulted on its duty to respond in good faith to the exchange's petition for crypto rulemaking. In the Grayscale lawsuit, the court found that the SEC's inconsistent treatment of crypto exchange-traded funds, including spot and futures, is arbitrary and capricious. Lastly, Alderety stated that a federal court has now ordered the SEC to show cause why it should not be sanctioned for its misrepresentation in the Deadbox lawsuit. Please, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit that notification bell to be the first person to get more updates about the latest happenings as regards to XRP. In a recent tweet, Yassin Mobarak, the founder of Dizercapital, raised a pressing question to David Schwartz, Ripple's Chief Technology Officer, CTO. Mobarak asked Schwartz to shed light on why XRP has yet to be incorporated into Ripple's Liquidity Hub product even after the landmark legal decision that is now 5 months old. Recall that on July 13th, U.S. Judge Annalisa Torres affirmed that XRP is not inherently a security, unlike the claim of the U.S. SEC. Notably, the XRP Army expected the legal victory to pave the way for XRP's inclusion in various platforms, including Ripple's Liquidity Hub. However, the digital asset is conspicuously absent from the hub. Meanwhile, Ripple has recently included stablecoins USDT and USDC in its liquidity hub offering. These turnouts have prompted XRP community members like Mobarak to seek clarification from the Ripple executive team about XRP's exclusion. David Schwartz responded to the inquiry. Yet he refrained from publicly explaining Ripple's decision to exclude XRP from the liquidity hub. He remarked, "Unfortunately, no. Look at what happened the last time I did exactly this around our ODL strategy." Other XRP community members weighed in on the conversation, speculating reasons behind XRP's exclusion from Ripple's hub. An XRP enthusiast with X-username Baron remarked, "The lawsuit has not fully concluded, and regulations still haven't been established in the US as well as many other regions. Patience wins the race." As Baron rightly pointed out, while XRP's non-security status has been cleared, Ripple's XRP sale to institutional investors is still a matter of contention in the US court. Emphatically, Ripple's liquidity hub caters to institutions. In a similar conversation in the past, pro-XRP lawyer Bill Morgan recognized the rationale behind Ripple's decision to exclude XRP for US businesses. On the other hand, he questioned the reasoning behind not supporting XRP in the services to non-US institutions, particularly in countries like Brazil and Australia. Additionally, Morgan argued that XRP boasts a more favorable regulatory status than Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin Cash. These digital assets are all supported on the Ripple Liquidity Hub. Furthermore, according to Whale Alert, Ripple has relocked 800 million units of XRP in escrow, accounting for 80% of the 1 billion XRP recently released from escrow. Data shared by Whale Alert shows that Ripple relocked the 800 million XRP in 3 different transactions, with each containing 500 millions, 200, and 100 millions XRP apiece. A closer look at these transactions on XRP Scan shows that the 500 millions XRP coins were locked in escrow from one of Ripple's addresses, tagged Ripple10. Additionally, Ripple locked 200 million XRP in escrow from another wallet named Ripple11. The company sent the remaining 100 million XRP to its escrow account from the same Ripple11 address. The development comes hours after the leading blockchain company unlocked 1 billion XRP from its escrow account. With Ripple locking 800 million XRP in escrow, the leading blockchain company will keep the remaining 200 million XRP for itself. Ripple could deploy the 200 million XRP into the market at any moment. As a customary practice, the potential sale of the 200 million XRP will be done in a way that will not negatively impact the coin's price. Ripple's decision to always relock 800 million XRP from each 1 billion XRP monthly release is part of an effort to stabilize the XRP market. According to CoinGecko data, XRP was changing hands at 61 cents, up 1% over the past 24 hours at. XRP is still ranked as the 5th largest cryptocurrency, with a market cap of $33.1 billion. With Ripple relocking 800 million XRP, the company's escrow balance now stands at 40.7 billion XRP. Recall that in its Q3 2023 report, Ripple disclosed that it held 41.3 billion XRP in escrow as of September 30th. So far, the company has released 200 million XRP each for 3 consecutive months, October, November, and December, thus bringing its escrow balance to 40.7 billion XRP. Now to the big question of the day, is XRP hitting $50 a fantasy or a fact? Please, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit that notification bell to be the first person to get more updates about the latest happenings as regards to XRP. Jason went on to elucidate why he believes XRP is currently undervalued and poised for a significant upswing soon. XRP hitting $50 is not a fantasy, but a fact, he proclaimed. Jason's first argument was that XRP transcends being merely a cryptocurrency. He argued it operates as a global network facilitating the Internet of Value. Furthermore, the educator highlighted that XRP is at the forefront of global transactions, with a client base of prominent banks, payment providers, and major corporations. Moreover, he stated that XRP's compliance with regulatory frameworks in key jurisdictions, including Japan and Singapore, positions it as a trusted player. Additionally, he cited data arguing XRP's projected market size of $27 trillion, potentially surpassing the valuation of Ethereum, estimated at $12 trillion. Furthermore, Yassin highlighted that XRP stands out with its ability to process up to thousands of transactions per second, dwarfing Ethereum's capability. It is worth noting that the widely touted XRP 3400 TPS is a theoretical benchmark achievable only in a controlled laboratory setting with ideal conditions. In particular, experts have argued that XRP falls short of reaching the 3400 TPS milestone in unpredictable real-world scenarios with imperfect conditions. As reported, XRP's real-world transaction speed typically hovers between 500 to 700 TPS. Also, Yassin pointed out that transaction costs for XRP are a fraction of a cent, a stark contrast to Ethereum fees that can escalate to $50. Meanwhile, the crypto educator mentioned that XRP leads in environmental consciousness with a negligible carbon footprint. Moreover, he noted that the XRP team is working on becoming carbon neutral by 2025. Additionally, Yassin highlighted that XRP extends its influence beyond financial realms. He noted it as supporting initiatives like the XRP Ledger Foundation and Ripple for Good program. These endeavors focus on fostering innovation, inclusion, and sustainability within the crypto space. Ultimately, the educator highlighted that XRP boasts a passionate community, often called the XRP Army, staunchly supporting and promoting its vision. Yassin urges investors not to underestimate this sleeping giant. He encourages acquiring XRP before its potential surge to $50 materializes. Make sure you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, you can help enlighten others just like you have been enlightened by sharing this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news everywhere, guys. If you are a true cryptocurrency fan, don't miss any of our content. See you tomorrow to talk about the latest news that concerns us all as a community.